Rant week! Right, now for this week, well, you've probably already heard what we're doing, but it's rants. And that means that we brainstorm together as a group some ideas, some things which maybe hassled us, maybe bothered us about things within Little Mix. And then we picked random numbers and we were given them to rant about. My topic, I picked number 1 and I was given Zerrie. And there's certain things I can't do because they're more specifically. Right, now I'm only going to say this thing once. Other people's relationships are their own damn business. Unless it personally affects you, unless it is somebody in your family, unless it is somebody who you yourself are dating, and I don't mean, oh, I'm so-and-so's wife. No, you're not. It's not any of your business. If it is not abusive, if nobody is being injured by it, you have no right to meddle in it. Now, that doesn't mean you're not allowed an opinion about it. It just means that you respect the way people have chosen to be perceived as. I'm not talking about what the media says, I'm talking about what people themselves have said. Right? Does that make sense? Now, Zerrie, whether you ship it or not, you have to respect the fact that they have chosen to be perceived as a couple. You got that? Now, there's a lot of arguments with like management, cover up, no. They can't tell them what to do. They can suggest things. If Zayn and Perry have come out publicly as a couple, which they have, that means they have chosen, for whatever reason, to be perceived as such. That means they either love one another, are interested in a relationship with one another, or have decided they both benefit from the relationship for whatever reason. Nobody's forced into it, okay? You got that? No, that doesn't mean you have to ship it. I mean, as far as things go, I'm not a particularly big Zerrie shipper. I mean, I'm not going to go around looking for pictures of them. No, but I have gone into the Zerrie tag occasionally because I do like them as friends, if that makes sense. That's kind of weird, but you can also friendship ship. I mean, if you look at your friends, you'll realise you do it in real life as well. Like, you think of certain people as best friends and you really like seeing those best friends together because they're fun and they seem to enjoy one another and being around one another. But there's a serious issue if you go into the Zerrie tag on Tumblr. Namely, anti-ship blogs. Now, I don't care if you don't think it's hate. It is. You have set up a blog to disprove a relationship that two people have wished to be perceived in. You got that? It's hate in a different form. And it also brings about some really nasty comments. But as I was saying, Zerrie, their own choice. The cheating allegations. If Zayn actually did cheat, shame on him. If he didn't, shame on the media. Either way, not any of our business. If he really did cheat and Paige chose to stay with him, not a good example, but it's her own life, her own relationship. If he didn't and she stayed with him, more for the media. It's not any of our business. Whilst we like to think of celebrities as not actual people, there's this strange idea that once somebody becomes a celebrity, their image, their face, and who they are become basically public property. That's not true. They're still people, which means they fuck up. It means they get in trouble. It means they do things they're not supposed to. It means they lie. It means they're addicted to things they're not supposed to be addicted to. And it means they can feel stressed. And it means that they get to make their own choices. If they want to smoke, if they want to date somebody, if they want to go out and get married to somebody, it's their own choice. And regardless of what we might think as fans, we don't actually have a say in it. And there's nothing wrong with it, provided there is no abuse or any sort of coercion or force going on in it. And there's a popular celebrity couple I'm certain you can all think of, which is the one I'm talking about, which is the one I can see as, at that point, there is a good reason to get involved in it. Other than, short of that, there is no reason for us to have a say. It's not our problem, it's not our relationship. We have to leave it alone. Whether you like it, whether you dislike it, whether you love it, whether you think they should get married, whether you want to have both of their babies. It's not any of your deal. So yeah, I ended up being a bit vague with this, but that's my Zerrie rant. And another thing, Zerrie and Zerrie don't sound the same. People just keep on saying they do, and it's Zerrie with an E and then Zerrie with an A. Now that I've given the camera a chance to get a really, really good video thumbnail, Winnie over and out.